And good morning, everybody. Welcome to Boise, Idaho. This is a boys under 12 match just about set to begin here. We have the Sereno 94 white squad going up against the Santa Clara Sporting, and the field looks pretty nice out here this morning, Matt.
It's a fresh morning. There's a nice dew on the grass right now. It's going to be interesting to see how these boys deal with it. The ball's going to skip, especially for the keepers this morning. It's going to be difficult, and at least in the first half, on any low shots. So
Kenny Gonzalez and Matt DePalma here for George Langevin Productions, and we have just a few minutes to go here before the start. You see the two teams walking up here and waving to their respective sides. This is just the second game of this tournament for each of these teams. Both of them 1-0 so far, and we'll see how that bodes for these squads. A big win for the Sereno squad, 7-1.
They got a lot of offense there. But also a 3-0 shutout in Santa Clara's first game, so we'll see how the Sereno offense matches up with the Sporting defense.
See the referees there talking things over one last time, maybe going over the rules. Hopefully they know the rules.
I'm sure that they do. Just a couple things that maybe they want to look for. Depending on different defensive styles, if a team likes to run a trap, you got to be aware of the offsides. If a team is marking tight, you want to make sure they're not getting cheap kicks in there, stuff like that.
Well, the sun just coming up here in Boise. Going to be a nice warm day here Tuesday, the 20th of June, 2006. And it looks as though there for Santa Clara, number 6, Alex Ginn is ready to go, kind of maybe kicking the sleep off of his body.
Yeah, this is early for anyone. But, the good thing is that it will get hot here in these afternoons. But a morning game like this is as tough as it is to get up this early. Once you're up, you're ready to go. And the cool air right now is going to bode well for these kids. They should be happy that they're playing now.
And your ex-club coach would just be going to bed about now.
That's right, yeah.
8 o'clock in the morning.
As a baker.
Had to be there early, right?
Got to be there bright and early, even before the sun goes down almost.
And there's the start of this match. So Sereno quickly trying to force the ball down into the backfield of Santa Clara. Not real effective there to start off.
But not a bad idea. You can dump it in that corner and, 1, have some of your runners going down the sideline pick it up, or 2, pin the other team in the corner. Try and get something to work out there.
Ball off of Brandon Reyes, number 9 for Sereno, and ball put back into play by Santa Clara. And the Sporting now running down that far sideline. Moving it into the middle, but the defense for Sereno will take the ball away. And a little push to the back right there, and no whistle by the referee.
Yes, there was a whistle.
There was a whistle, late whistle.
A little late call, maybe seeing if there was any advantage, but the player had gone down, so definitely a case for the whistle.
And it looks as though Sereno wants to get out and run early on here.
Which isn't a bad idea with this slick turf that we have here, but the grass looks to be a little longer, so the ball will run faster, but the legs are going to be, a little slow getting through that long grass.
So we have 2 30-minute halves here in the boys under 12 bracket. This is the Flight C, I believe.
That's correct.
The Flight. Sereno with that 7-1 victory over Monarcas out of Oregon. Sometimes those games just get away on you.
Yeah, once you get to about 4-1, there's not really a big difference between 5, 6, 7-1. That's just kind of working on some things maybe, and, it could be explained by a number of different things, but 7-1, maybe the one just got away.
Ball out on the far side, and then for Santa Clara with the 3-0 victory over the Piranhas from Washington. Number 9, Julio Morales with a goal in that match, as well as number 16, Jonathan Montroso, had 2 scores in that match.
As we mentioned, the Piranhas from Washington and the Monarcas from Oregon, I believe they're playing on the field right behind us here.
Really?
Saw the Piranhas flag flying this morning, and didn't get a look to see exactly who it was, but we'll keep an eye out over there.
They could be playing each other. Would make sense. Piranha's probably trying to rebound there from that 3-0 loss. And let's see, we have an offsides call now.
Over the line for a goal kick.
Hard to tell on this field where the line is back there, actually. Because of the grass.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to see it. Maybe in the second half when it dries out a little bit, because some of the dew on the grass gives a little lighter color.
And the keeper for Sereno will take the goal kick, Kyle Jackson. Number 21 there, Michael Phillips, trying to push the ball over to the far side. But right now it looks like Santa Clara doing a pretty good job of keeping the pressure down here on this end.
Yeah, they've dumped it into that far corner a few times now. That last time getting a deflection off the cross and still keeping the pressure on. And any kind of clearance by Sereno now, and they put it over their own end line for a corner kick, first corner of the game.
So an advantage right now for Santa Clara, as they can try to get on the board first here. Just underway, only about 5 minutes into the match. Quickly, the kick comes in right in front of the net, and the header is going to be just a little bit too hard.
It's one of those floating balls that we've seen before, not able to get a whole lot behind it, and going just off the top of number 9's head there.
Julio Morales. And we'll give you the roster for Santa Clara. The keeper is David Silva. Number 3 is Chris Cruz y Coro. Number 4, Luis Angel Soto. Number 5 is Danny Garcia. Number 6, Alex Jin. Number 7, Nico
That's
Sainz.
a deep shot off the crossbar. Number 17 there for the Sporting, Andrew Shin.
Close.
Putting one off the woodwork. Still in play. Still dangerous ball. Last touch by, I believe it was the Sporting right there, but a great shot from about 18 yards out from Andrew Shin.
Number 17. And it was Sereno who started out fast and furious, but it's Santa Clara now kind of dictating the pace of the match.
Yeah, Sereno really hasn't been able to get it out of their end first time on a few trips down by Santa Clara.
As they move into the corner, that ball will hit the flag, stay in play.
And a low shot there. Easy enough for Kyle Jackson.
The left leg right there on that shot.
Yeah, not a bad shot.
So it's a couple of shots on goal now for Santa Clara as we continue with their roster. Number 7, Nico Sainz. Number 9, Julio Morales. Number 10, Justin Bermudez. Number 11, Angelo Jamie Longoni. Number 13, AJ McDowell. Number 14, Takumi Yatsumoto. Number 15, Armando de la Mora. Number 16, Jonathan Monteroso. Number 17, Andrew Shin. And number 19, Cameron Gerardo, with head coaches John and Kevin Azevedo. And again, it's the Sporting. But we're going to get a whistle here. Do you see that infraction?
Caught offsides.
Offsides. No wind to speak of here this morning in Boise.
That'll be an issue for the afternoon, I'm sure, when it heats up.
So Sereno, unable to control the ball across midfield. Maybe they should start looking at some short passes to bring it upfield.
Yeah, they haven't. Once they get it over the line, it seems like it's going right to a Sporting player, and they're able to put it back in, and a cross sent in there from Santa Clara, but easy enough for the defender. Let's see if we can move it out, says Sereno.
Now they're right back in the middle. Left-legged shot. Again, a little long.
Julio Morales showing off the cannon of a leg right there, but not on target.
Looks like Santa Clara is one of those squads that they're just going to keep shooting at you. And hopefully by percentages, something will go in eventually.
That's not a bad method.
No.
If you get the opportunities, you got to be able to miss in order to put one away.
So we've got no score here in the first half. Kyle Jackson, the keeper for Sereno. Ball comes across midfield. You got number 3, Colin Bonatatabas. Number 4 is Brock Labertu. Number 5 is Anthony Juarez. Number 6, Corey Zimmerman. Number 7, Joshua Wynn. Number 8, Drew Butler. Number 9 is Brandon Reyes. Number 10, William Reyes. Number 12, Riggs Lennon. Number 15, Alexis Murrieta. Number 16, Keel Borenstein. Number 18, Cole Nagy. Number 20, Robert Brown. Number 21, Michael Phillipson. Number 25 is Vladislav Kalintiv. You like that name?
Sounds like a soccer name.
Head coach Jason Goodson. So there's the rosters for these squads, and right now it's Santa Clara. Well, they were on the attack, but a whistle going against Santa Clara.
And just only the second time we've seen the ball this deep in Santa Clara's zone this game. The first coming off the initial kickoff, where Sereno just kind of tried to dump it into a corner, and the ball played back to the keeper right there. Not much he could do with it. Kept in by
Leo
Santa Clara.
Morales. Now the ball at midfield, number 18 for Sereno. That's Cole Nagy. He had a teammate there, number 12, but he just couldn't handle it there. Riggs Lennon. Maybe he wasn't expecting that pass.
I don't know. When you don't have the ball up in the attack too often, it's kind of a crapshoot on how things are going to play out. You haven't had a lot of opportunities. You don't know what's working, what's not working. It looks like we're going to get a long shot here. Number 7, Joshua Wine.
So Joshua.
Easy enough for David Silva, the keeper for Santa Clara.
Kind of taking a page out of the Sporting playbook right there with that shot. And Sereno, who looked to be on their heels a little bit at the start of this game, now they're kind of forcing the issue up front. They just came off that 7-1 victory, of course, so they know how to score. That's one thing. And with that trip right there, that's going to go against Santa Clara. So he had his pocket picked from behind, and then as Sereno player was trying to make position on the ball, he was tripped.
Couple balls on the field.
That's from the Piranhas game next door. So Kyle Jackson will send this one flying. A little bit short of midfield. But it looks like the people up front there for Sereno know his range, and they're all set for the headers right there to try to bring it up across midfield.
Yeah, every single time that it's been played up from goal, they've gone for the flick. I think one of these times at least they're going to need to try and bring it down, control it, maybe even play it back to a defender once and then go forward with it. It's going to be hard to turn it, but you need to be willing to go back if you want to push forward.
So another goal kick for Sereno. Did you ever travel to Boise in any of your playing days?
No, I've never been to Idaho before this.
Another job, nice one there by number 8, Drew Butler for Sereno. That header. Looks like the squad, they like that. They must practice that quite a bit.
Yeah,
at home.
They're pretty good at it. It hasn't been working is the only thing. So they're going to need to try something else, something they might be a little bit more uncomfortable with, playing the ball on the ground.
And that may play right into the hands of this Sporting team. Now it's fast down that far sideline. Sereno, though, looks like they're going to run out of real estate there as they were kind of angled off. You had 3 defenders there for Santa Clara.
And I'm not actually surprised that Sereno has been going to the air a lot. As a team, they look a lot taller than Santa Clara, and that will be an advantage if they can get into the box for a cross or something like that. But at this point, they haven't been able to show it off.
There's Cole Nagy trying to get to the ball. But he's surrounded by striped jerseys. We're going to get a whistle, and that's going to go against Cole. Little push off.
I think they were just going to give him the throw-in right there.
Oh, it went out. You look at that flag there, it looks like it's a little further away, but it's the other field. A little difficult to see the distinctions between the two fields here.
And they'll do it again. Maybe a throw into feet right here will be the play. Because it seems, for the most part, Sereno's going to win most anything in the air. And just as I say that, Santa Clara able to flick it on.
They don't get too far with it, though, and it comes back the other way and now out. Chased by number 11. I believe that's number 11 for Sereno.
Not listed here.
So as the action continues, Sereno coming in deep, but a little uncontrolled right there. So they needed a little help up front. Hey, nobody was there. But they are penetrating the defense there.
That's right. That's the deepest that they've been so far. So not all bad. A good sign that they were able to push it up.
And again, Sereno keeping the ball here on this half of the field.
That's an even better sign. If they can keep it in this half of the field for a while, give the defense a breather. And their keeper, Kyle Jackson, a little load off his mind.
Ball skip away to no man's land. Finally picked up there by Santa Clara as they go here to the near side. Nice bit of footwork there by number 21, Michael Phillips for Sereno.
Trying to go all the way into the corner there was number 12, Riggs Lennon. Not able to get it up and over the defense.
I mean, the ball off the ground is going to travel as far right now because it's wet.
Yeah, if the ball
slow it down a little bit,
able to hit the ground, it's going to skip the first time, and then it should roll for the rest of the time. But that's what I'm saying. A good low shot in this first half will be trouble for these keepers.
So on the throw-in on the far side, it's Sereno's ball again. Now they're coming in here on the near side. Phillips, number 21, or that's number 12. Riggs Lennon.
And Riggs with a left-footed shot, but it goes just far post.
Were they trying to set up the header right there in front of the net, I think?
I think that was a left-footed shot that kind of tailed away on him. But there was, number 11 was there to clean up any kind of deflection or rebound that there might have been.
So this tournament set to last most of the week here, all the way through the weekend coming up. Just underway. Second game for both of these teams. And now it's Santa Clara getting by the defense. And coming out of nowhere, though, on defensive action, Joshua Wine.
Good defense there by Sereno. Even on the other side, they were swarming the Santa Clara team. They were able to sneak it through. But good attacking defense there. It's number 9, Julio Morales, sending in a ball, but I think it crossed the line.
Looks like even some of these guys out there are confused whether the ball crosses the line or not.
Good job, Sereno. You guys look good. There you go.
Again with the flick by Sereno. Good job of bringing it down by Santa Clara. I think it was last touch by Santa Clara, so we'll have a Sereno throw-in. Oh, it's going the other way.
Just about 13 minutes to go here in this first half. No score. Anybody have an advantage yet that you can see?
No, I mean, it's been pretty much back and forth the whole way. Both teams showing that they can get into the other team's defensive third. As we see number 7 now for Sereno, Joshua Wine, playing a ball outside to 12, Riggs Lennon.
Oh, they nearly had a shot right there from right behind, though. Was that Morales, number 9, I think? Providing the defense there. They would have had a clear shot towards the net, I think, if it wasn't for that.
Yeah, and not too deep, too. I think that was just inside the box.
Again, number 7 for Sereno, Joshua Wine. He's always near the ball.
Playing a defensive midfield role, but can push up on the attack.
So the ball rolls here to the near side again. Number 12 for Sereno, Riggs Lennon. Now he moves it inside all by himself. Maybe tried to do a little too much by himself right there.
Yeah, I think he was looking for just one more touch. Maybe play it onto the forward crossing through.
And now a foot raise as the ball rolls towards the corner. Number 4 for Sereno. Not sure why he elected to go that way. Brock Libertu.
I think it was a poor first touch, almost kicking it out the goal line. Only able to save it by giving Santa Clara a throw, and then we'll see a substitution right now coming off is number 10, Justin Bermudez.
Yeah, let's see who comes in for him. So it's always fun when you got to come in, substitute, and you got to run all the way to the far side of the field.
That's right. Some referees will allow you to, as the person coming off, step off to the sideline that you're already at.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in some cases they'll let you do that. A tournament like this, though, I think they want to see the man come off or the man coming on.
They're also making them wear the vests as well. Sometimes you don't see that.
That's right. It can get confusing there if you see all these white and green shirts standing on the sideline. You don't know who's in, who's out.
And especially here because you can't see the sideline all that well.
So, yeah, especially from the far side.
So we're bogged down here in the middle third, I think, would you say?
Yeah, it's been going back and forth both which ways. Haven't seen a real good scoring chance in a while.
And now it's Santa Clara controlling the ball here on the near side. Let's see if they can bring it up, but nope, goes back the other way. Another header.
Yeah, they definitely practice that.
They like that. Maybe it's an Arizona thing.
Maybe. Can't think of a cause and effect relationship that there would be, but just an occurrence that happens.
So the ball out here on the near side. Sereno again will have possession of the ball. Looks like they're getting all the breaks for the most part here early on, but we're still tied at 0. As that ball goes into the middle of the field and it's taken away from Cole Nagy, number 18.
Not a bad ball there, played by Joshua Wine, delivering it to the corner, but a little
Riggs
out of
Lennon.
Lennon's grasp. But Sereno will try and keep them pinned in here. And with the headers that they've been having, I wouldn't be surprised if they come away with this throw-in right here. Not a bad job bringing it down.
They move into the inside now. Nice little touch pass right there.
A little too much on it. Right to the Sporting defender who clears it up to the midfield, playing it all the way up and coming way out of his box is Jackson.
Kind of got lucky there. Didn't get by him.
They like going to this corner with Riggs, who will have a shot. It's tailing far post, and it'll go in. Top corner. What a shot by Riggs Lennon.
Riggs doing a little celebration here on the near side.
Oh, he knows it was a good goal, because it was.
And you could see it from our angle. It was perfect. And there was nothing the keeper, David Silva, could do there.
Almost kind of had a knuckle curve on it. Wasn't spinning too much, but you could see it just tailing into that top corner. And he's been looking for that shot all day. He always cuts it into the top of the box right there and looks for it with his left foot. That was a great goal.
So that's going to be something the Sporting are going to have to deal with here, I think.
I wouldn't be surprised if they start doubling him up from here on in.
So Riggs Lennon puts Sereno up 1-0 here in the first half. That goal scored at about the 23rd minute of the half. And now let's see what the Sporting are made out of if they come right back here.
Smart ball played into the corner. And able to get there as the Sereno forward will put a cross on it. Still in play. Riggs Lennon will drop it back to his hot spot, but stolen from the defender.
Riggs probably shocked that he had his pocket picked. No whistle right there. Somebody hit the ground. Do we get a whistle? We finally get a whistle.
After an appeal by the Sereno players.
They just said, what's going on?
Yeah. Well, that'll happen when you have a smaller player and a larger player with a 50-50 ball. Chances are the smaller player is going to go down, and it always looks like it's a foul, but it's hard to penalize the big guy.
Joshua Wine.
Riggs will slip there. On the kick, we've seen the do factor thus far, but that was the first real slip we've seen.
And Sporting doing a good job of clearing that away, so the defense picking it up right there in that exchange.
Good defensive tackle there from Sereno. Saving a breakaway opportunity.
Now they're battling for the ball as it comes down right here, and it's the Sporting controlling it momentarily, and that's going to be a whistle. And now the referee's going to want to talk to somebody.
I believe that's Joshua Wine. Had a late kick after the whistle. So just a warning. Definitely no need for a card right there.
Julio Morales, number 9, setting up to take the free kick. And with the left leg, angles it over towards the middle, but deflected back to the far side.
Santa Clara's going to have a tough time sending balls into the air. The big Sereno defense is going to be able to get up and spring out most headers.
And right now it's going to be drilled out across the back line, and we should have a corner kick now for the Sporting.
Defense for Sereno kind of looking at each other wondering what just happened. Sporting able to move it deep into the box, far onto the end line. And now a corner kick that's sent in high and won by Santa Clara. That's the second one that number 9, Julio Morales, has won on a corner after Sereno's been dominating the game mostly in the air.
Well, he's the tallest, probably the tallest person on the Sporting. His header just a little bit too hard. And we've come up on just about 5 minutes to go here in the first half. 1-0 Sereno, the team out of Phoenix. And showing a nice burst of speed right there, the Sporting.
And he drills it low, getting past the keeper, Kyle Jackson, on a great through ball from midfield.
And so the Sporting have tied the match. And is that number 9? No, it's number 16. Jonathan Montesoro.
Showing us some good speed right there. And as we mentioned, drilling the ball low on the ground. And the keeper having hardly a chance to save that.
And that's his 3rd goal so far of the tournament. He scored 2 in the game against the Piranhas.
Good chunk of offense. Number 16 is for Santa Clara.
And so you were just saying that one of these teams would have a pretty good chance of scoring if they drilled one on the ground towards the keeper. It would be hard for them to pick it up.
Yeah, and especially from that distance, Jackson didn't have, like I said, hardly a chance at saving that.
So we're all tied up. And now coming deep into Sporting territory.
Another rip by Riggs Lennon.
And he's going to have the corner kick.
So Santa Clara still hasn't figured him out. He likes to cut it in and go with that left foot. But a good header off I think it was off the side of the head of one of the Sporting defenders. But Riggs will send it in.
And the ball cleared away by Santa Clara. So not that time. They weren't going to allow a shot on goal. But again, Sereno making it difficult for them to bring the ball across midfield.
Joshua Wine dispossessed right there.
Now coming across there, number 6, Alex Ginn. So again, Kyle Jackson comes out quite a ways, just about as far as he could go to pick that one up.
So a good game thus far in this Santa Clara Sereno matchup. Both teams showing that they can score, they can play defense. Two different styles being played right now. A lot of aerial action.
A lot of headers.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see as we approach halftime the adjustments that each team makes and specific players that are moved around. We got number 7 for Santa Clara coming off, Nico Sainz.
So Santa Clara just tying the game a few minutes ago. 1-1 as we head into halftime. Just about 3 minutes or so remaining here in the first half.
On for the Sporting is number 3, Chris Cruz y Coro.
So Monterroso with 3 goals so far in the tournament. And so teams are going to have to watch him probably the remainder of the way.
Him and Riggs Lennon, no doubt.
And the defense has to get back now for Santa Clara. And that is a throw-in, I think, on the far side.
So we'll see if Sereno can get a long throw in, possibly a header, flick it into the middle. Wouldn't be surprised, but
We haven't seen them operate from the far side all that much so far in the first half. So they might try to maneuver the ball over to the near side and set up Riggs.
There's the flick, but no one there to get a hold of it. Left-footed shot taken, goes all the way over the net for a goal kick.
So almost the shot they wanted, I think.
Almost pretty fortunate. The same player that flicked it on actually ended up with the ball and was able to take kind of a left-footed side volley right there, but didn't catch all of it. Squirted it over the net. I think the players know that it's approaching halftime, getting pretty desperate here, seeing if they can sneak one in right before half.
And it's Santa Clara trying to push the issue right now.
Shot far post, goes way far up the post. Not the execution he wanted right there, but not a bad idea in the waning minutes of the half.
Like you said, I think they just want to get some shots on goal before the end of the half. As we talked about earlier, maybe going for the high percentage shots, or the high shots with a low percentage of scoring, but as long as they keep shooting the ball, they'll do their fair share putting the ball into the net. Fatigue doesn't look to be a factor just yet with these guys.
Still early in the week, early in the game, early in the day.
8 o'clock. And Sereno trying to push it up, but that ball just slowing down on the grass right there allowed Santa Clara to take it away. Cruz y Coro there, number 3, off to number 6, Alex Jen.
Working hard in the corner and earns a throw-in.
Kind of an excuse me block there by Sereno. Had his back to him, and the ball hit his leg.
So we just saw Sereno just a minute ago with the throw-in deep in Santa Clara territory. It's the opposite now, and the ball sent in on a cross, brought down in the box, but going to be cleared by Sereno. No one home for the clearance.
So a nice job by Sereno right there. And that's the whistle in the end of the first half. So each team with a score here in the first half. For Sereno, number 12, Riggs Lennon, putting them up. And then coming right back for Santa Clara is Jonathan Monterroso. Ties the match.
An exciting first-round matchup we have here. This is one that should have been saved for later in the tournament.
Exactly. This is going to be a good championship game right here. So, Ken Gonzalez, Matt DePaul for George Langevin Productions. We'll take this break at halftime, and we'll be back with the second half in just a few minutes. Ken Gonzalez, Matt DePalma back for the second half of this match between the Sporting and the Sereno 94 White. And during the halftime break, we were discussing the goals that were scored and kind of opposite types of scores. You had the Riggs with the left leg here on the near side, just punching it exactly where it needed to be. And then you had Monterroso keeping it on the ground and going below.
We thought we might see that on the ground. Both great individual efforts, but both balls were sent in long from the midfield. So a two-part play, great balls in to each attacker and great finishes.
And right now a shot on goal by Santa Clara. No chance of going in.
No, hot out of the gate, though.
So much like Sereno did in the first half, right out. So the final 30 minutes of play, no overtime, because this is a bracket game, so they just award points for
That's correct.
wins and goals scored. Probably don't like tying, though. It's never fun.
Yeah, you lose points, and the other team gets those points that you lose, basically, depending on the scoring structure.
So the ball out on the far side, and the Sporting will put the ball into play.
Unintentional header there by Sereno.
Sporting, though, keeping the pressure here on this half of the field, or this third of the field, actually. But just a little bit too long. Nobody can catch up to that one there. And number 21, Michael Phillips, will pick it up and get it over to his keeper, Kyle Jackson.
And it's gotten a little bit warmer. Grass is drying out a little bit. It's going to slow down a little bit, I think. Those low, hard shots aren't going to do the interesting things that they have done in the first half, skipping and sliding and whatnot. So we're going to have
long
to
grass will just
struggle
die
through
out.
it. Yeah, both running and delivering passes. Haven't seen actually too many passing connections on the ground.
Well, especially from Sereno, they like those flicks.
Like flicks in the air, and the Sporting likes through balls into space.
So two completely different styles of play here with these two squads. Yet we're tied at one.
And I like that. You get to see two different things that they probably don't see too often, making the adjustment. The strong aerial team able to handle the through balls from Santa Clara, and Santa Clara able to handle the aerial attack. I mean, giving up size is a huge thing that you can't really make up, but they've done a good job of it thus far.
Good coaching probably here by both sides. Not too many substitutions either.
Only, I think it
Sporting
was
had a
Sporting
couple.
had a couple. Although I think we do have a new player. That's number 5 for Sereno. And
There's a
Denis
shot on
Juarez.
goal. Ooh, right into the hands of the keeper, Silva. Very close attempt there for Sereno. Number 5 for Sereno.
Yes, and Denis Juarez. It's in the game.
And there's Wine. He was very active in the first half there, number 7 for Sereno.
And
Also-
you're going to want that from your midfielders in the center there. Being able to send balls through, but also kind of run the defense up at the front.
And I was going to say his counterpart there, Alex Jen, number 6, been very active for Santa Clara. Julio Morales, number 9, right there on the far side for Santa Clara. I'm not sure how Santa Clara is pushing this ball up right now.
There's maybe 6 or 7 white jerseys there, but the ball given right back to Santa Clara. Good save there by Kyle Jackson. Not too much to do with it. But you're right, Santa Clara, the one attacker was able to get through about 5 or 6 of them, all kind of standing around and just kept flicking it over to himself.
Wine setting it up over to midfield. And you can see right now the ball just doesn't have much pop to it.
Yeah, they're going to have to create their own strength on these passes.
Phillips, number 21 on the far side. Nice takeaway there on the defense.
Good ball sent through, and I don't know if they're going to catch him, but a poor touch by Santa Clara, and
He let it too long right there.
no trouble for Jackson. Thinks he could have done better.
And Jackson doesn't seem too afraid of coming out, way out, at any given time.
Can't be afraid to come off your line.
And now substitutions. Let's see here for the Sporting. Jin coming out. So Alex Jin will get a quick breather here to start things off.
And on is Takumi Yotsumoto, number 14. A free kick for Sereno right here.
And we haven't seen much from Riggs.
Early in this second half. A little extra
Riggs Lennon.
curriculars right there from number 11 on Santa Clara. That's Angelo Jaime Longoni.
Referee spot that.
Yeah, he had a word with him, but we saw the same thing in the first half from Sereno. On the ball is number 4, Brock Labertu. Sent in, but not cleared. Finally, punched away by the Santa Clara defense. But 10 there for Sereno, able to hold it in. William Ellis.
So the ball out on the far side. There's number 9 at midfield, Brandon Reyes. Pace not as fast as it was in the first half, I don't believe. Maybe you're right with the grass drying out.
Coming to collect it, David Silva. Good outlet ball to his defense right there. See if they can move it up on the ground.
Nice stop right there and change of direction. Number 19 for Santa Clara, Cameron Gerardo.
And up until that point, they were able to move the ball on the ground for the longest we've seen in this game.
Before the ball went out.
And you can, even now, you can see that these lines are fading. Hard to tell where the ball is, and just imagine the other side.
Well, you can't see it from this side, obviously. Yatsumoto. His pass is picked off right there. And coming from just about out of nowhere right there, number 18 coming back to the ball, Cole Nagy.
And he's doing a lot by himself right now. He's going to have to give it up.
And he's
But they
tripped up.
call the foul. Let's see who's on the ball here. Riggs Lennon is in the game. Maybe you put him on right now?
There's Wine. And they might go with number 4 again. Brock Labertu. But it's Wine now backing up.
David Silva setting up the wall, and now the referee's going to move him back to the 10 yards. No adjustment of the wall. Oh, Silva doesn't like the move. And it looks like Riggs is in the wall.
He is.
And they will play it to Riggs.
Got a nice idea right there. A little give right to him, and he turns and shoots, but it was deflected. And I think at the very last second, Sporting realized what was going to happen and sent somebody else over there.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about how they were going to make these adjustments at halftime, especially on Riggs Lennon. Putting a guy on him at all times, plus another guy whenever he's close to getting the ball. Ball played in the middle with space for Wine. Trying to go all the way to the far corner. Riggs can't control it.
Just too harsh off his chest right there. Got too far away. Taken away by the Sporting.
Wine with the takeaway. Got a lot of Santa Clara defenders around him. Can't keep it in.
So Wine pretty much around the ball at all times. Number 7 is usually there.
We'll have to see how his stamina holds up throughout the rest of this game.
Number 16 there for Santa Clara, Jonathan Monterroso. So here's second half, tied at 1, 10 minutes in, so just about 20 minutes to play. And we'll see which of these two teams wants it a little bit more. Remember, there won't be any overtime here.
So there's a little less harm near the end of the game, is kind of just going for that goal, knowing that you can't get burned for an overtime. Just end the game after 60 minutes. I'm sure the coaches were talking to the team at halftime saying, team that scores the next goal has the best chance of winning this game, not only because they're going to be up 2-1, but it'll just deflate the other team at this point. It's been such a good matchup. 1-1 here, deep into middle of the second half, I should say. So the next goal will give one team a lift, and we see a long cross from Yatsumoto.
That's Jin over there, I believe. Alex, number 6.
Finally cleared by Sereno, trying to bring it down.
I believe there's a collision right there. No call, no whistle by the referee.
Good save there by Kyle Jackson as he was moving towards the near post. Shot goes far post, able to get his hands down though.
He just recovered on that because it was heading right to the back of the net right there.
I think in the first half, maybe that goes in.
Ball would have been a little faster. And he may not have been able to stop it. It could have bounced right off of his hand.
Good adjustment.
So Jackson with a nice play right there. Just as though it looks like one team is gaining an advantage over the other one comes right back, and now it's a Sporting trying to put some attack down on the right half of the field. Nice play right there.
Yatsumoto coming up with the ball after a hard slide tackle. Sereno defense seems to be swarming. They don't have any one assignment, but they'll put 3 guys on any Santa Clara player with the ball. As that ball sneaks through, trying to clear it is 10, William Ellis.
And one thing I like about this match so far, either team, no one's really slowing the ball down. As soon as they touch it, they're going. They're either passing it or they're running upfield, keeping the pace the way it is. So the ball put into play on the far side by Sereno.
For all this this attack that we've seen, just as good a defense. I mean, we haven't really seen that many great opportunities. A couple good saves there by Kyle Jackson. Silva getting his hands on the ball a few times, but nothing really that kind of would throw off his rhythm or disturb him. Just the 2 goals.
So nice long kick right there, and again Sereno here on the left half of the field, but this time they're not going to be able to do much with it. Sent back the other way by the Sporting. Little knock to the back right there, and they're going to continue play. Number 4, take a spill, Brock Labertu. No harm, no foul.
Sereno ended up with the ball. You could kind of say it's an advantage, but when you're facing your own net, might as well just stop play, give him the free kick, and move on. But the referee not electing to call the foul there. We'll see how that goes later on in this tournament, how the referees differ and are similar.
See if they keep the whistle in the pocket, much as it is now here today. I think maybe the referee likes the pace of this game, the way these guys are playing. It's fast. They're getting out. Nobody's bogging anybody down. He just wants the flow to keep going. Maybe he feels the last thing they need is him to blow a whistle.
Yeah, and he becomes enemy number 1. Good movement on this side by Sereno. The ball played out. Throw-in for Sereno.
There's Wine again. He liked to put the ball into the corner there, but too many striped jerseys surrounding number 11 there for Sereno.
Good pressure, though. Able to earn themselves, I believe it's a corner. That'll be taken by Joshua Wine.
And as Santa Clara, you're probably upset with yourself. You had 3 striped jerseys and you allow the ball to go out near your own corner.
So the ball sent in right into the middle of the box. I don't know if anyone even got a piece of it, but it ended out far side. I think we're going to have a goal kick either way.
So Silva with the goal kick. Just past the halfway point here in the second half. No score by anybody here in the second half. We're still tied at 1. Ken Gonzalez, Matt DePalma for George Langevin Productions here in Boise, Idaho. The Far West Regional at the Simplot Sports Complex. Here on field number 6.
This is a nice venue, though. I have to say I like it a lot.
A lot of green grass.
It's big and it's open. And the fields are kind of on top of each other, but from end to end, there's some valleys and some hills that they have to divide the fields, kind of like set on some plateaus, which can reduce or even increase if you're going downhill chasing after the ball. Not sure what he wants to do with there is Kyle Jackson.
Decides just to go deep with it right down the middle.
You got 4 guys on you, Cole. Go. Yes, come on, guys.
And that ball's going to slip through. No offsides flag.
Finally, the offsides flag. A little late, or maybe the referee didn't see it until now.
Yeah, nor did I. The ref and I were too caught up in the game. Saw a great opportunity for Santa Clara, but the linesman did make the call. And talk about it a little bit. Make sure that they got it right, which of course...
What if they didn't? What can they do at this point? I mean, the play's over, right? You're not going to change it.
No. But just want to make sure that maybe the linesman isn't succumbing to the appeals by the Sereno players, because we saw 3 or 4 Sereno players' hands go up looking for the offsides. But you're right, nothing's going to happen after the fact.
Wine trying to get to the ball, but a nice play by Santa Clara. Yatsumoto, number 14.
Oh, some indecision there by Kyle Jackson, and that might come back, and it does come back to Burnham.
He left the net wide open.
Got caught in kind of a no man's land right there. Had the defenders coming back and him coming out. And 19 for Santa Clara, Cameron Gerardo, making the most of that opportunity.
Just drilled it right there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Saw that Jackson was off his line, and he couldn't clear it.
Just as you're saying, hopefully it doesn't come back to haunt him. It did.
So maybe it was a breakdown in communication there by the defenders and the keeper. It's the keeper's job to say, hey, I'm going to get it. Hey, you got to clear it. But something got crossed up in the...
He just didn't clear it far enough.
In the messaging, yeah. Didn't get a good foot on it.
So at about the 18th minute, going on top here is Santa Clara with the 2-1 lead. Just a little bit of time left for Sereno, but they're not out of it yet by any means.
No, I mean, you're most vulnerable to give up a goal right after you score. I mean, we saw that in the first half. Sereno getting on top first, and Santa Clara coming back within maybe 5 minutes. So Santa Clara needs to be on special alert right now.
There's Gerardo. With a number 9, Julio Morales.
And with all those through balls, Jackson has done a really good job of coming off his line, being able to intercept the ones that he can in the box. And when you get those through balls coming in, you know, maybe 10 per half, you got to be ready for them.
And now it's Sereno having difficulty. We haven't seen David Silva in quite some time, the keeper for the Sporting.
That's true. And they haven't been able to dump the ball into Riggs Lennon, who was able to make something happen in that first half.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Sporting really shutting him down so far in the second half. Haven't seen him.
Joshua Wine, just as we mentioned it, trying to dump it in right there, but goes out too far out of Riggs' zone to send in a cross. So Silva now will take the goal kick.
So just about 10 minutes to go, as we said, and it's 2-1 in favor of the Sporting. Team in the green and white stripes right there. And Sereno in all white trying to come back. Wine. Oh, and the ball's taken away from Anthony Juarez. Corey Zimmerman, number 6 now, into the game.
The Sereno midfield is really doing a good job of keeping the ball in their attacking zone. That ball is misplayed there, not on the same page are Riggs Lennon and Cole Nagy.
Riggs tried to make something happen there on that far side, but again, the Sereno defense has just been, or the Santa Clara defense, just too tough here in the second half.
They've made the proper adjustments. And even Sereno's made some good adjustments at halftime. A little unlucky there, giving up that second goal. Trying to force the issue on that far side is Sereno.
Riggs Lennon there, number 12, just can't get to the ball. Nice job by Santa Clara, keeping it away from him.
And we have a throw-in now for Sereno.
Hard to tell which line is which, but usually they're different colored. Keep the sidelines a good 3 feet from the line.
So fancy footwork over there from Santa Clara, but no problem for Kyle Jackson on the cross sent in by Jonathan Monterroso.
And the way Santa Clara is playing right now, it might take a pretty big breakdown on their part for Sereno to come back and get the tying goal. Just the way it's shaking out right now. They've had no luck at all against this defense here in the second half. And again, Riggs Lennon can't control on the far side, so Sereno will put it into play. Santa Clara.
It'll be interesting as this game gets closer and closer to the end what Sereno tries to do on offense if they're going to push up their defense and their midfield and take it easy on the Santa Clara offense, trying to get a goal of their own. And they scored 7 goals in their first game. Goal differential is not going to be too much of a problem for them. Goals for isn't going to be too much of a problem for them, but goals allowed is the one thing that they're going to have to be careful of, because I think that's the first tiebreaker.
So the ball out again on the far side. Santa Clara with it. Morales, number 9. And he's going to take it right down the middle himself. He's going to run into trouble. And Sereno quickly gets the ball back into play. But again, they just can't set anything up past midfield.
It was a good deep throw there, but only one Sereno player to receive it. And even if he did catch it cleanly, not a whole lot he could have done with it except take on 4 defenders.
And I believe an offside call.
Brock Labertu will put it into play to Brendan Reyes. And up with it, 18, Cole Nagy. 3 Sporting players on him, though. Don't let him do much.
But again, Sereno will put the ball into play. Nice shot by Gerardo there, number 19 for the Sporting.
Able to switch the field. A good job.
Let's see what they can do right now, Sereno. But unluckily, the ball goes out on the far side for them.
It's trying a little too hard to push it up there. Maybe should have carried it a little bit. And we'll get a substitution coming off is
Yatsumoto. And number 6, Alex Jin back in. Here comes Sereno. Maybe they can set something up here. Is that Riggs on the far side?
not able to hold it in, and Santa Clara pressing the issue. Sereno seems to be pretty much non-existent in the middle of the field right now.
That 17 right there. Andrew Shin. Morales coming out of nowhere now with his speed and his size, taking it towards that back line.
Jin tries to settle it, but Sereno on top of it.
Gerardo with a nice move.
Poor clearance. Let's see if there's a shot from Santa Clara. There is.
So Shin takes a shot on goal. Just off the mark, but Cal Jackson there with the save.
I think it's becoming panic mode for Sereno right here, trying to send the ball up in the air almost every time. Not trying too hard to work it through the middle.
Cole Nagy here. They only have about 6 minutes or so to tie this match. So it's another victory here, and going 2-0 would be Santa Clara.
Can one of you guys help me out, please, and have your other parents back up, please? Thank you. It's for the kids to throw in, you know?
Trying to take the left-footed shot.
Wine.
Joshua Wine. Good block by the Santa Clara defense. Now pushing it up 10 for Sereno. William Ellis can't find anyone in the middle. Nice give and go there. Number 9, Brandon Reyes, goes down in the box, but no
No
call.
whistle, no call. That's kind of a harsh move right there. The play goes on.
Get to the ball. Michael, come on, Michael.
Maybe it just looked bad.
I think it could have gone either way from our position. Maybe the ref saw something else we didn't. And Kyle Jackson coming off of his line to get a piece of that ball and disrupt the counterattack by Santa Clara. Now the ball ends up all the way to the forward. Cole Nagy trying to do something with it.
Getting physical out there now. And Cole's going to be whistled. He's a little frustrated out there now.
Yeah, I think there was some initial contact from the Santa Clara player that went uncalled, and in maybe frustration, kind of a retaliation. I don't think there was any intent there to harm, but gripping too much of the Santa Clara player right there.
So Silva with the kick.
Good job, CJ.
Nice job by Sereno to push it back the other way.
Come on, Douglas, go, Cole, Cole. Now there's 4 guys on you.
And Cole Nagy trying to get to the ball, but again, Santa Clara, the nice defense.
Look at Riggs.
And there's Wine in the middle. Loses the handle, though.
Get wide.
Sereno able to get it back, and a shot. And it goes top over the keeper's head, just under the crossbar.
Left-footed kick, number 11 for Sereno.
That was a great shot. Caught the keeper, David Silva, by surprise, maybe a little bit off his line. Gets over his head under the crossbar.
So a clutch goal right there. And it's 2-2 late in the second half.
Can't be more than a few minutes left in this game. That is a heartbreaking goal given up by Santa Clara. And Sereno, after it looked like they were going to go down in this game and lose some points, able to tie it up.
And let's see if Santa Clara goes right to the net here.
Trying to play that deep ball to the corner. A little too much outside.
Nico Sainz, number 7. And Nagy.
And that goal will change the whole complexion of the flight.
Yeah.
The bracket now, if it ends like this, will be deadlocked. Up at the top will be these two teams with a win and a tie. The only thing separating them, goal differentials. But a last effort will be given by both teams, and Sereno coming up with the ball in the box. Number 11 sends the ball through, but it's collected. David Silva.
Nice save right there by Silva. Who knows if that ball gets past him? It looked as though there were just Santa Clara players there, but you never know who comes streaking out from somewhere.
Even a poor touch in your own 6 can turn into some bad news.
Nice takeaway right there by Sereno, but they can't push it up.
Nagy dropping back into midfielder's role.
But what about Santa Clara here, completely non-factoring Riggs here in the second half?
And they did a good job. They did what their coach asked them to do. And we have a change of decision there by the referee, giving the ball back to Santa Clara. But there's 2 forwards, and the other one was able to put it away. And a no call there.
Now
because it's the end of the game.
That is the end of the match. So that late score by Sereno giving the tie here, and Santa Clara was probably just about 2 minutes from victory right there.
Yeah, it feels like a victory for Sereno, I'm sure. I'm sure we're thinking of what do we do now that we've lost this game, but able to come through in the clutch.
Clutch shot straight on.
Straight on, maybe
by number 11.
15 yards out. I think it was just inside
Silva
the box.
Just couldn't get a hand on it, and look at, that's kind of telling the way both these teams walking out the field. You've got Sereno kind of high-five it, and then you've got the Sporting kind of looking at the ground as they walk off, like they just lost the game, but they're still in a good position, obviously, for the rest of the flight.
That's right, and as much as it feels like a win for Sereno, it feels like a loss for Santa Clara. But yes, now the flight's tied. Goal differential the factor. Santa Clara has an advantage in goals allowed by 1. Goals for, the clear advantage going to Sereno with the 7-1 win yesterday.
So, wow, nice match right here. King Gonzalez, Matt DePalma. Happy to bring it to you here for George Langevin Productions here from Boise, Idaho. A nail-biter, but it was Sereno tying it up with just about 2 minutes to go.
And it's only Tuesday.
It's only Tuesday. We got a lot more soccer to go. Who knows what'll happen. So a 2-2 tie here. This 8 o'clock match here on Tuesday morning, the 20th of June, 2006. That'll do it for us. Nice job working with you, Matt.
Appreciate it, Ken. You too.
And we will see you all next time. And until then, be safe and have a great day, everybody.
Hello, my name's AJ McDowell, and I play left defense.
Hello, my name is Armando de la Mora, and I'm number 15.
And hello, my name's Angel, and I play number 4. I play defense, and my favorite player is Ronaldinho.
Okay, answer questions.
Okay, Armando, do you have any pets at home?
Yeah, I have a pit bull. I have a pit bull.
What's his name?
Sharky. No, it's like, it's Sharpie.
Okay, Angel, do you really like playing defense?
Well, yeah, because I get to save some goals, and I get to defend good so our team won't lose.
What would you do if you were president?
If I was president, I will give more money for the workers, and I'll build more schools.
If you were able to be any person in the world, who would it be?
It would be Ronaldinho. And I'm going to ask you, AJ, if you were the president, what would you do?
Let me see. I think I'd do the same thing that President Bush is doing right now. Like, there's a war going on, like a war that we need to win. You'll go on with it. So, how do you like this team so far?
Well, it's a very good team, and we gotta just keep working hard, and I think we could take this tournament home.
Now let me ask you a question. Why do you like being defender?
I don't know. Well, I really wasn't a defender until I joined this team, so I just learned it as soon as I came.
Thank you, boy. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Angel, for letting me have this interview. Thank you, Armando, for letting me have this interview.
Okay.
Hey, wait, guys. Wait.
Hello, I'm AJ McDowell. I'm number 13, and I play left defense.
Hi, I'm Alex Jin, number 6, and I play forward.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Monteroso. I'm number 16, and I play right forward.
Johnny, what's your favorite position to play?
Forward.
Why?
Because I can get more technique, and I run fast, and that's my speed, and then I can score more goals.
Alex, what's your favorite position?
Forward,
Why?
because it's fun and get to juke a lot of people.
What's some of your hobbies? Like something you do for fun.
Oh, I like to play Nintendo, I like to swim, and I like to play a little bit of tennis or handball.
What about you, Alex?
Soccer, hanging out with my friends, and video games.
Okay. So, what would you do if you're a principal of a school?
I would sell bubble gum, I would sell ice cream, and I would let them wear like any kind of clothes except red or blue.
Well, Alex, what type of hair do you want? Like, what style?
I don't know.
Say so.
Afro.
Afro? How about you, Johnny?
I would like to get braids or cornrows.
Thank you, kids.
Thank you, Alex, and thank you, Johnny, for letting me have this interview.
You're welcome.
Hey, wait, guys.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Angela Longoni. I'm number 11. I play defensive midfield, and yeah. I'm Andrew Shin. I'm number 17. I play right center mid.
Do you like having other siblings with you?
Sometimes, because if I'm really, really, really bored, I could pick on them.
That's evil. How about you, Andrew?
No, because they always bother me while I'm doing my stuff. They'll go into my private property and stuff, and they'll look inside. That's why I don't like them.
If you were good at anything, absolutely anything, what would it be?
Soccer. Soccer.
Okay. If you could play any position and you'd be great at it, what would it be?
Same position, center mid. Same position, center mid.
Well, if you could be any person in the whole world, who would it be?
Gandhi. I would be Ronaldinho because of his skills. He's very good at them. He could juke the players in the game, and that's why. Oh, and because of his kicks.
Well, do you have any best friends on this soccer team?
Everybody. Everybody.
Thanks, kid. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie, and thank you, Andrew, for these interviews. Hello, we're back with some interviews.
Hi, my name is Christopher Cruzicoro. I'm number 3, and I play right or left mid.
Hi, I'm Danny Garcia. My number is 5, and I play right defense.
If you could make a cleat, what would it be? What would it look like?
What?
If you could make a cleat, what would it look like? Like a soccer cleat.
Like I don't really know. I don't have that much imagination.
I would have like a total 90 cleat, and then let it be green and white like sporting.
Okay. Do you like our uniforms on the team?
Yeah, I like them, except for the lines that they go horizontal. I like them to go vertical, because when it's horizontal, it makes you look fat.
Yeah, I like the uniform because it like makes us stand out. The color green, it's bright.
What car would you get if you could get any car?
Lowrider.
Ferrari.
What would you get if you had $1 million?
I'll probably buy a mansion.
I would get a mansion too with like a pool table and a pool and all that nice stuff, and I'll get a nice car.
Well, would you like to say hi to anybody?
Hi or bye?
Hi, goodbye. Doesn't matter. Hi.
No.
Hi, everyone.
Well, thank you for your interviews. We're back with some more interviews.
My name is Nico Science. I play right mid and left mid, and my number is 7.
Hi, my name is Julio Morales. My number is number 9, and I play center mid.
Hi, my name is Takumi Tsumoto. I play forward. I'm number 14.
Well, what's your favorite brand of shoes?
Well, my favorite brand of shoes would definitely be Nike. No, they're comfortable, they're sleek, they're cool, but right now I have the Adidas Predators. Those are tight, all calfskin leather, it's all good.
I use the Nikes too, and the Predators.
Nikes.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color would be white because it's fresh and clean.
My favorite color will be blue.
Red.
Well, who's your favorite player in soccer?
Oh, my favorite player in soccer would probably be the best player in the world would be Ronaldinho.
I'll be Ronaldinho too.
Ronaldinho.
Who would you like to win the World Cup? Who do you want to win?
Well, honestly, I want Brazil to win. It's always fun to see them win. A great team. Take it home.
I want Mexico to win.
Or by Japan, but they're basically out.
Well, what do you think about the USA national team?
The USA national team, they're struggling. They're not the best team. They don't have the best skills, not disciplined, but they're not going to win it. Maybe not in a few years. Some guy's supposed to carry them, but it's not happening.
They're not really good, so they suck.
Yeah. They pretty much suck, so.
Well, if you had to play in the MLS instead of playing in Europe, what team would you play on?
Well, I would probably play, well, I don't know, no MLS. I don't keep up with the American soccer, so maybe DC United.
The Earthquakes.
I'm not really sure.
What about English Premier?
English Premier League, I would definitely play for Arsenal.
Oh, Manchester United.
Chelsea.
Well, why do you like these teams?
Well, Arsenal's been strong. They've always been strong. And they have some great talent on that team and great potential.
Oh, it's because they do good touches and they score good goals.
They use money a lot, and they're good.
Would you like to say hi to anybody?
I'll say what's up to all the sporting families and to my mom and my dad.
Hi, Mom, and hi, Dad.
Hi, my family.
Well, thank you for these interviews.
Hi, guys. Hey, look at me. Okay, this is our first time at regionals. Kids so far have done well. We beat Washington 3-0, tied against Sereno, which is a very tough team. We had the better of the game, but didn't finish it off. Hopefully we'll go a little further, and we're learning a lot, and we're getting better every game, and we're getting stronger. So we just need a little bit of luck and a little hard work, and hopefully we'll do well. All right.
I don't want to talk. It's a learning experience for the kids, and I think they're handling it pretty well. They've worked hard to get here, and they've had a good showing representing the club so far. So I expect big things from them in the tournament.